Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sly Cooper with Chaos
The
Counseling.
Thievius Raccoonus.
Yes!
What the lady said.
The Thievius Raccoonus. Such a fun name.
Such a fun title.
And we're slowly building it back up. Guys, we've gotten so many pages of it. We're slowly building it back up.
We're gonna have the biggest book of thievery ever.
Yeah, we're gonna be amazing.
This looks like a good place to try out your new invisibility move. Hold down the circle
Oh, 'cause of the
button to
conveyor
drop out of
belt.
sight. While invisible,
Just
nothing can see you.
double-checking.
Not
I don't blame you.
lasers, not searchlights, not guards. Oh, and if the guards already see you, then the invisibility trick won't work on them.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is for those players that don't collect the bottles and stuff, or they didn't get this, because the conveyors can help them move along. Because, as we know, the base invisibility just has you
You
stand
sit.
still. You can't do anything, because it requires concentration. But because we have a page, we realize how to...
We can concentrate while walking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It like taught us techniques, and we practiced them in an instant, and so we were able to do them.
Did I ever tell you about the time where we were fighting a giant monster and our rogue... This is D&D, just for clarification.
Oh.
And our rogue... Man, he had... This was also 3rd edition. He had, plus 25 to his stealth. So he literally walked up to the Tarrasque, did a stealth check, stood on, the bend in its knee, just so he could stab upwards into its stomach. And yeah, just stood there the whole fight, and the Tarrasque just was never able to find him. Can I jump over there? Do I have to come back to get up?
Probably need to come back, but I thought I saw some stuff over there.
Well, I thought I did too, but I didn't see a way to get up to it. Yeah, I'm gonna have... It'll swing back.
Yeah, no, what I remember, so I'm like a newbie DM. I looked at the Tarrasque stuff, and I'm looking at 5th edition, and I was just looking at it in awe, oh my gosh.
And believe it or not, 5th edition is the weakest form of the Tarrasque to date.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I've heard.
Is the invisibility going to protect me from those things?
It makes you invisible and incorporeal, so
Okay.
it should.
Yeah, so there's a YouTuber I watch. I don't remember what his name is offhand, but he does things that the monster manual doesn't tell you about various monsters. And he admits it's mostly he's going off things that aren't listed in 5th edition monster manual and things that are from older monster manuals and such that fill in kind of personality traits of different monsters and whatnot. Well, he just posted things that Monster Manual doesn't tell you about the Tarrasque.
Oh, gotcha.
I was quite happy with that video. It was very informative. So yeah, I've always had an affinity for the Tarrasque because the first campaign I ever finished, we fought a Tarrasque in the climax.
That would be intense.
And just to give you an idea, this DM, he purposely wanted the campaign to be a little brokenly epic, so after the end of our 2nd session, we were basically given a treasure trove of gold to buy any kind of magical items we wanted.
You can get back up.
Oh, okay.
Guess I'll die then.
Guess I'll die.
But yeah, so we all had super over-the-top magic weapons, and we were all level 26. So yeah,
Wow.
that was a very interesting experience. Or at least it would have been had it not ended up the whole fight followed an exact formula. Our 26th level druid transformed into a silver dragon, did all the aggro. I literally sat on his tail and healed him the whole time. And then our rogue and our ranger just climbed up on his legs and stabbed up into his belly. And that was the fight. Rinse and repeat for 3 hours until he died. And I'm not joking, the entire fight took over 3 hours.
Yeah,
Just because only one of us had adequate amount of dice for all the dice damage we were dealing. So...
I've realized one thing about my DMing style is that I despise how long fights can go on for. So much to the point that I try to see what other DMs do to help pick it up and stuff. And because sometimes it just takes forever. And one thing I noticed from briefly watching Critical Role, I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff, but I briefly watched Critical Role, and what I found out is that Matt kind of tells the players, you should, take the time beforehand to prepare what you're going to do. And if you don't tell me what you're going to do quick enough, then we're skipping your turn.
Yeah, one of the things that really slowed down.
And I love it, I should mention,
Yeah.
because it helps improve the pacing a lot.
Yeah.
I feel bad for spellcasters though.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But it also helps because they have like 8 people, like an 8 party, so there's like a lot of time for them to build it up.
That's good.
But I still like it just for the fact of like you're seeing what other people do and you're thinking of what you can do, so that when your turn comes, you're like, oh, I know what to do. I'm gonna do this.
But just pointing out, honey, if you remember when we did our Skype campaign, one of our players who was like, and again, this was 3rd edition, so things were way more complicated. You know, what's his face? Never, ever actually decided what he was going to do, despite the fact that he was an overly complicated spellcaster. So we always had to be, okay, it's your turn, and we had to wait like 5 minutes for him to look up his spells and decide
Right.
what to do next. So yeah, I'm actually with the Critical Role guy on this one. Look it up, decide what you're going to do beforehand, just so you're not forcing everyone else to wait on you.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess it's like what I mean is, and this is with someone who uses spell cards.
yeah.
Which, oh my gosh, if you're a spellcaster and
Get
and
them!
get them,
Get them!
please. It
It
quickens it so
saves
much.
so much time.
But it's like, I usually have one idea, but then like literally the player right before me does something, I'm like, my
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, you're like, ah!
So that's the only thing I feel bad for, because at least
yeah.
like with fighters and rogues, it's just I gotta get up to them to smack them.
Yeah.
But with spellcasters, you're like, I have too much.
You're like, what do I
Oh.
do? What do I do? What do I do?
But yeah, I mean, especially since this guy in particular, since this was 3rd edition, so no spell cards, he would, and all of his books were on his laptop, so he could leave something bookmarked. He would stop, just grind the fight to a halt to pull up the PDF, scroll down to it, and this was a guy who...
There's a search function for PDFs.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He was dumb.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Flaze, this was your first campaign, remember?
Oh, okay.
You remember him?
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah. Plus, on top of that, I found out that he and one of the other players were using like the D&D magazine, which, you know, adds a bunch of other supplementary material, which I'm like, I'm not against in principle, but that added one more thing he had to search up, as well as a bunch of spells that it's like, I've never heard of these. How and where did you get these?
Yeah.
Again, I know you remember, Flaze, about just how broken those two guys' characters seem to be in contrast.
I remember, I mean, I feel...
Why do you think we fumbled our rolls all the time?
You mean flubbed?
Flubbed, that's what I mean.
Yeah, we did kind of do that. But I also remember the very first session we did, I got like a critical and did like 200 damage.
It was
So I was
insane.
like, I could do it, but like quite literally afterwards, I was like, I can't, why?
Yeah. And again, that was like only the 2nd campaign session I DM'd, so I apologize for it not being the best experience.
That's okay. I mean, I'm still doing like I'm doing 2 campaigns at once, or at least trying to. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
my life back in order. But
I'm
like,
not sure where to go next.
well, it's okay because it's very close.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. But I mean, the most important thing about DMing is that honestly, if you don't know what to do, it's just to get better. You just have to do it. You have to make
keep going.
have to make mistakes and learn from it.
Oh, how do we get you?
If you look to the right, I will stop in a minute. But if you get up, I promise I'll be better.
Oh, I think I done goofed.
No, you're good. I promise.
I think I saw another zipliney thing above and beyond.
To infinity and beyond.
Throw that car back in there.
The car just comes back. That's how it comes. That's where it came from.
Oh, that's right.
That's where it's been this whole time.
It finally landed.
It finally came back. The car just finally zoomed in.
Yeah,
That's
that
where it
part.
was going.
Yeah.
Also, it's interesting that the window fixtures have
Oh, jeez.
Hello! I freaking love it so much. Anyway, the window fixtures have like pandas in them. So
Rude.
that's a nice touch. And actually in anything, because like that's a panda right there. So it's just a cool touch.
It's a shame Shawnee isn't here.
This be your
No.
favorite.
Here in spirit, maybe. I honestly don't know if any of the other 2 on the channel will watch this.
I think Jessie has been, just because she hasn't been able to come.
the king must be making tons of explosives.
Oh, explosive.
That's a bit of an assumption, don't you? Oh.
Hey, you found one.
Now I just need to find 3 more.
Yeah. We don't have the map, the
Findy do.
thing yet. I wonder if this is one of those levels where, like, there are more bottles later on and we just have to go through the level to come back here.
Oh, is that a thing?
Very rarely, but it could be. I don't...
Yeah, that'd be... I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it's like, huh, that'd be kind of an... Oh, I wasn't supposed to go there.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
I didn't even see you jump. I looked down, and when I looked up, you just started falling through a roof. So I thought you would literally just stepped on the wrong spot of that roof and just...
For some reason, invisibility just decided
No,
to...
I thought, look, okay, let's jump over there and maybe run around, see if there's something on the other side. But, no, that was...
I like how you think this game is more open world than it is.
Bless you.
That's for later installments. Hey, finally, Lucky Horseshoe!
Is there anything above you? Sorry.
Not sure.
I thought I saw a dangle-do, so I was like, ah!
Is there a dangle-do?
Is there a dingle-do?
Ew.
What?
There's a difference between... I don't know.
Is there?
I
Is
don't
there
know.
really?
I don't know, man.
Anything is bad if you want it to be.
It's true.
Anything is bad if you just believe.
Well, we can look for a bottle. Okay, so that goes back there.
Shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
It was a yawn that I didn't want.
That's unfortunate.
I don't want yawns.
Because you want to be awake.
Yes. I haven't been sleeping very well for the past, like, 2 weeks.
Oof, that's rough. I'm so sorry.
My sleep schedule's been shot straight to hell because it's summer, so it's light out. Like, it stays light longer.
Yeah.
And, well, words. The sun just comes right into our bedroom when I'm trying to go to sleep at 8 o'clock, and it doesn't get dark till after 10:30.
When I had to get up at 4, I've changed my work schedule since then. When I used to have to get up at 4 every morning, I actually have blackout curtains.
Yeah, we need to get some of those.
Because where I live, the people around us, you can have you can have like a light like on your porch or whatever, and I'm right by those porches. So basically, some people didn't realize that their lights are on, so throughout most of the night those lights are on, and I'm like, I have to get up at 4. Oh my gosh, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
So I got blackout curtains, and it's been amazing. Okay, so we did miss some bottles, it looks like.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just replay through the level real quick.
So we'll be back.
We have like 3 minutes left, actually.
Oh, then we'll call it an episode. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah, we'll find those bottles, and I'll show you where they are.